Sometimes it makes more sense to use a virtual column than it does to use a store column. Perhaps your table is gargantuan and the storage costs of adding a new store column are prohibitively expensive. Whether a column is stored or virtual, column stats play an important role in query optimization. They're what allow our cost-based optimizer to generate the most cost-efficient query plan. Without having stats for both stored and virtual columns, the cost-based optimizer won't be able to generate the most efficient query plan, leading to unpredictable query performance. Today, I'll show you what it looks like before and after enabling stats for virtual computer columns. I'll create a cluster, create an orders table. The status column is virtual and is computed when it's required. I'm also creating an index on this to allow for faster lookups. I'll insert some known data into the table and then select it back out again. The order whose balance hasn't been settled yet is pending. The order whose balance has been settled but it hasn't been dispatched or delivered has a status of paid. The order whose balance has been settled but it hasn't been delivered yet has a dispatched status, and the order that has been dispatched and delivered has a status of delivered. I'll generate 100,000 rows for the table and import them. I'll force a stats collection of the table. Now let's have a look at the counts of each of the statuses. We have 200 pending orders, 1,700 paid orders, 8,000 dispatched orders, and 89,986 delivered orders. If we have a look at the explain plans for a pending order, without having stats for virtual computer columns, CockroachDB isn't able to estimate the number of rows and hence positively influence the cost-based optimizer. It thinks there are 10 pending orders when in fact there are 201. And it's the same for all of the statuses. Let's have a look at paid, 10 again, dispatched, 10 again, delivered, 10 again. I'll now enable the stats collection for virtual columns. There are two settings. This enables it at the cluster level and this one switches it on. I'll collect stats again. This will happen automatically, but I'm just forcing the situation for the demo. I'll remind you of the status counts. And if we have a look at the explain plans now, CockroachDB is estimating that around 230 of the orders are in a status of pending, 1,560 are in a status of paid, 8,120 are in a status of dispatched, and 90,000 are in a status of delivered. With these stats collected, the cost-based optimizer has a much better chance of selecting a highly efficient query plan for this table. This feature is available as of 23.2, but is defaulted to on as of 24.1.